Hi, welcome to Ride Alongside. Today we are doing the Gaddes Canyon Trail. Gaddes Canyon Trail is 9307, however we're starting off on Gaddes Trail number 110. It goes for about a half mile before we meet up with the beginning of 9307, the Gaddes Canyon Trail.
So Gaddes Canyon's in a half mile, I think.
It is a trail in the Prescott National Forest. However, it is up on Mingus Mountain. Mingus Mountain lies between Prescott Valley and the town of Jerome. It's up at about 7,000 feet and it is just glorious. This is the greenest trail in Prescott, so if you want to ride where there's a lot of foliage in a deep canyon, this is the trail for you. Up at the top, it's a little bit more exposed, and there are a lot more technical rocky fields from what appears to be an old volcanic mountain. So that's my son Caleb there in front of me. Happy birthday, Caleb. This was his desire for his 15th birthday. It was to go camping up on Mingus Mountain. We brought our bikes. We rode Gaddes Canyon Trail for the first time based off a recommendation from a friend. I also would highly recommend this trail. It is fantastic. It doesn't look like it's ridden nearly enough for how great of a trail it is. Up top it can be a little bit boring at first. You can see it's a little bit flat, quite rocky, but nothing that's super exciting really. There's a few of these little step downs off these rocks, maybe a 1 foot drop or so, nothing super technical. This part here starts getting real fun and keeps you on your toes. You can get moving really fast and there's a switchback coming up, so you really need to be looking out for that. There's a few erosion control flaps that are made out of rubber along the way, but they're no problem. There are some bigger rocks here and there. So again, it's going to keep you on your toes. You're going to be moving pretty fast, and there is a switchback coming up. So just keep that in mind as you go. There also could be logs that are down. And although we didn't see any hikers, this is a popular place for hikers and equestrians. So putting a bell on your bike as you're flying down the hill probably isn't a bad idea. So here's that switchback, and as we keep moving down the hill, it did start to get smoother. We started getting out of that like lava rock type field and more into the forest smooth loam. Up ahead here is a log across the trail. You could definitely launch it, but being our first time, we just walked right over it. There are some features that you can hit on the sides like that my son Caleb just went off of. And although they're not very common, keep your eyes out for them because they are sure a lot of fun. We're crossing the drainage there, and now we got Gaddes Canyon Trail on our left.
Right here, yep. There you go. 9037. Oh man, what a trail.
Alright, so I'll stop doing voiceovers now after this section. This is just such a beautiful trail. I'll just leave it to whatever comments I made as I was riding with my son. It is a great trail up top here. It's nice and smooth and fast and just beautiful and open. The trail does go through a narrower part of the canyon as we go on, but that is what makes it so green. So yeah, enjoy the trail here for a few minutes without me talking.
Sneaky rock. Yeah, it's beautiful. Part got washed out a little bit. Good thing we're riding it.
So there's quite a few dry creek bed crossings, and you may need to dismount like we did there, that last one. There's a few other spots that do get slow and technical, and although we were able to roll over many of them, there were a few places that it's probably just better to put down a foot and walk those ones.
Yep. Nice maneuvering. Well done. Yeah, I read you. We're deep in the canyon. Good recovery, man. Nice job. I didn't make it.
So with 3219 single speed, I could make some excuses at this point for why I didn't make it, but yeah, there really is no excuse. All I can say is that there are a few of these steep uphill sections that caught me off guard my first time coming through, but they're not that bad, and they are very short, so even if you do have to walk, it's totally worth exploring this trail for the short little uphills that you may have to walk. If you have a geared bike, just be prepared that those are coming up. It's probably one of the best values that you're getting out of watching this ahead of time, is just seeing where those are and being ready for them. But as you can see, the rest of this trail, there are some technical features, but nothing too bad. I would say it's rated blue on Trailforks, and I'd say that's actually a very accurate rating. There are some features that they could be overgrown with some foliage like you're seeing, so keep that in mind. That might make it seem more like a black trail to some people, but I think if you saw these features without the foliage, yeah, it would be a blue trail for sure.
I think I can say that this is the most beautiful trail in Prescott. Maybe I'll call it the greenest trail in Prescott. Yeah. I made it.
Alright, well that's Gaddes Canyon Trail. As you can see, my camera got tilted down on the chest harness here.
Yeah.
And I wanted to include some of this because it was my favorite section there at the bottom of Gaddes Canyon. Here we're traveling back up the fire road, which is probably what most of you are going to do. You could park a truck or car up top and one at the bottom and just shuttle it. It wouldn't be a bad option, but it's a pretty short trail, so traveling up the fire road is a good way to do it. We parked down here and had a campsite and spent the night and then rode it in the morning. I highly suggest it. It's one of my favorite trails. Well, I'm Nick from Ride Alongside. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll have some more videos for you real soon.